we are going to be using this one, and this is the beautiful fuchsia. So as you can see, I've already been playing ahead of time. So I've just got some black cardstock here. Put my card to one side. I'm going to show you how beautiful these lend themselves well to white ink. So what I'm going to do is, as you all know, I never tape my stencils down. I always just pop them on because watercolouring is loose. So if the stencil moves, I'm not overly concerned. I like it to look a little bit fluid, a little bit not sterile as such, because the movability in there creates a more realistic watercolour look. So what I'm going to do is I've got a white ink pad here, and this is one of our white ink pads. It's super soft, super juicy, and these come with a re-inker. So what I'm going to do, just move that out of the way for a second. I've just got a sponge dabber here as well. Now at home you might have your daubers, your brushes and things like that. This is just one that I prefer to use. So I'm going to make the snowdrop head of this flower white on this black cardstock. So I'm just going to pick up some of the white ink. Just going to hold my stencil in place with my hand, and then I'm just going to, you can either spot as is there, or you can drag. Now I do both. I don't get overly concerned about it, and then I'm just going to drag the white through the stencil. So obviously the more times that you do it, the more intense it gets. So I would probably suggest do a little bit of white, then go onto your green area, and then come back and add another layer of white. So let's move on to the green. So I'm going to use green LGO3 for this one. And again, I just swap out the dabber so I don't contaminate my colours. What I'm going to do on the nape of the head of the snowdrop is I'm going to drag some of the green into the white, because that's where it would naturally grab. It would create a bit of a cup where it holds the flower head. Can you see how that's gone into there? Don't just stop at the line there, you know, because it'll look quite sterile. You know, try and blend it in a little bit. Now you're all probably thinking, she's doing green there onto black card, is it going to come across? It won't initially, but then when I've done a second layer of white and green, it will come through. So it just shows you that traditionally you would probably do it on white, pick up a piece of white card, because that's what we all do, but it does actually look really, really lovely on a black base. So just changing the subject slightly while I'm just inking through this stencil. They have forecast snow for the weekend, so please make sure whatever you're doing, you're cosy and you're safe and your family are safe, because it's not looking good for us all again. So I'm just going to swap that one out and go back to the white, because that white has dried. Put some more white on here. Can you see the second layer instantly gives it a brighter finish? So I'm just going to go over. So you could do this 3, 4, 5 times until you got it super bright white if you wanted to. Just make sure you let it dry between each layer. And then just get this green. One more layer of green. I'm just going to have a sneak peek under here before I show you all, just to make sure I'm happy it's got enough colour on there. Yeah, it looks lovely. So what you do then is you remove your stencil. What you have there is a beautiful snowdrop. Now that looks absolutely lovely. Now you can make that as more artistic as you'd like. You can add glitter, you know, you can do whatever you want. That looks absolutely stunning in my opinion. And just to finish that there, I would probably get my white gel pen and I would put some more of these white dots around the head of the flower. So, as you can see, excuse me, so if you wanted to add a highlight to the green part with your white gel pen, go ahead and do it. It's there, be creative with it. You know, the world is your oyster with it, and just get some beautiful looks with it. So let's just get this matte and laid onto this card, and then we'll pop a sentiment on. Now if you were doing lots of cards all at once, these would be brilliant for like batch making and stuff like that. If you did craft fairs and things, it's just so easy. You could do, you didn't have to do white, you could do yellows. So I've just got a top folding note card. Make sure it's the right way up. In fact, just so I know it's going to stick, I am just going to pop some glue on there as well, because these tapes do dry out, unfortunately. And then ahead of time, so we can get as many demos as possible, I've already gone ahead and I've already stamped Be Yourself, that's who we love. So I've just heat embossed this one in silver heat embossing, and I've popped some 3D foam underneath, and I'm just going to stick this on the corner. Now I could stick it in the middle, but I think I'm going to stick it a little bit higher. And there we have a beautiful looking card. Again, little to no effort. Do you like it? Let me know on Facebook.